I have memories of when I was a kid that I would watch Jacques Cousteau documentaries with my dad. Growing up in Canada, you had a lot of environment to go and play in. That imprinted on me, and when it was time to decide what to do, I don't know, I guess environmentalist stuff, and I didn't know what it was. There are careers to be had in this industry. So the idea that we need to develop young people's talents for the future of this kind of work is important.
I started an apprenticeship with a wildlife trust, a conservation apprenticeship, and I did that for 2 years. I got into that because I really didn't enjoy my A-levels, so I thought I need to do something completely different. I know what I'm doing and I know what I want to be doing in the future, and that's reassuring to have found that thing that I really like. We're losing peat all the time, losing carbon all the time. It's contributing to climate change, it contributes to flooding, and also there's degraded bogs are not a useful habitat for any kind of wildlife.
So the project's in its 4th year. We came together along with Forest of Bowland, AONB, because we realised there was a need to address some of the much more complicated peat sites. North Pennines are the lead partner on the project, but we very much work together when we're joining up all our expertise and resources and manpower and advocacy and all of that. We can really influence the government to make a difference. You achieve more things as a team. And yes, we've achieved great things, but I think bringing in our partners across the north and across the whole of England as well, that's how we learn. So we've got several sites. They're at different stages of restoration within the Pennine PeatLIFE project. We've got vast amounts of sediment building up behind dams already, lots of water being held in dams that went in under a year ago. So yeah, we're seeing results really quickly.
So of the objectives in the Pennine Life project, the first one is restoration. We had 1,353 hectares was the original target, and we are above that. We've exceeded that amount. When it comes to looking at UAVs, our thinking about UAVs has changed. What's happened is we've gone to the quadcopters, and they are much more robust, and you can use them in windier environments, and they're easy to carry, they're small. If you take the pictures before you have the work done, restoration work, you have a before data set that you can use going into the future, and that's proved invaluable. UAVs will become essential now for conservation work. The peatland code is a more complicated objective because it involves private financing and carbon credits and the assessment of the carbon potential. We have the first grouse moor in England sign up to a peatland code site, and that would be private sector financing and public sector financing coming together on a grouse moor, which is what we want. Now we want 100 more of those to come the following year because there needs to be. So that's quite an exciting change. And then when it comes to dissemination, that's probably been one of the strongest things we have done. We've gone from working with the students at the local school to the United Nations Environment Programme and everything in between.
For one person, I feel like my work has a disproportionate impact. Going out and seeing sites that are really degraded and damaged is, yeah, it's just really sad and just makes you want to do something about it. But when I go to other sites that the North Pennines AONB partnership has restored years ago, it's just so inspiring and so rewarding to see them just springing back into life. It's just really rewarding to know that you've been a part of that.
We do this nature conservation work because of the intrinsic value, but also we want to be able to pass on a healthy natural world to our children. I have 3 children. They know what I do for a living. So a lot of my inspiration is to do things for my children and to be able to pass on something to the next generations and be able to say with a clear conscience, we tried, we did something, we're making a difference.